Namaste. Welcome to week 1 of the Absolute Beginners Vinyasa Yoga practice. And this week, we will be focusing on integration and sun salutation A. In integration, there are 3 different poses, including child's pose, downward dog, and forward fold.
The purpose of integration in Vinyasa Yoga are many, including, firstly, arriving and centering. It helps students shift from the busyness of daily life into presence on the mat. Secondly, breath awareness. It helps to establish the foundation of linking breath to movement, which is the essence of Vinyasa practice. Thirdly, it's mind-body connection. It encourages students to scan the body, notice sensations, and set an intention for the practice. Fourth, it's grounding energy. It creates a stable base mentally and physically before flowing into more physically demanding postures. And lastly, it is utilized during transitioning from one pose to the next. Integration acts as a bridge from stillness to movement, easing the body into heat-building sequences. So it's less about doing and more about being, cultivating awareness, steadiness, and readiness for the practice ahead. There will be times during your Vinyasa practice where you will flow through the downward dog or forward fold again. So with the meaning of integration in mind, you will understand that when you come back to a forward fold or a downward facing dog during your practice, it is about coming back to the breath, noticing the body, noticing the sensation, and start to ground that energy again so you can flow with ease to complete your Vinyasa practice. We'll have more information on that later on.
In sun salutation A, we usually utilize that at the beginning of the class to help warm up the body before we start flowing through. In sun salutation A, there are about 7 poses that we'll be going through today. And so without further ado, let's bring our knees wide apart onto the mat. So with your knees apart, bring those toes to touch.
Sitting back onto your heels.
And then with your hands slowly walking forward. Extending your arms forward, planting your chest and the forehead all the way to the ground here. And then take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Continue to stay here in your child's pose, which is also known as balasana in Sanskrit. Child's pose is a great way to awaken the connection between your breath and your body. This is also a pose that you can come back to anytime in your practice if you feel like resting. Then when you're ready, chin to your chest, slowly one vertebra at a time, coming all the way up, using your hands to stack yourself all the way to a kneeling posture. Second pose for today is our downward facing dog, which in Sanskrit is also known as Adho Mukha Svanasana. When you're ready, let's bring the hands back onto the mat, coming to a neutral position, tabletop. Tucking your toes under, knee hip width apart, and then just press those weight away from the mat, external rotate and bring those elbows outward, planting all fingers down onto the mat, so less pressure on your wrists. We're going to slowly bring those knees up and send your hips all the way back. Widen the sit bone. Bring the tailbone high towards the sky, creating this inverted V shape here. Now, not everyone can plant those heels down, especially if you're just starting out. I'll say just bring those heels slightly off the mat and bend your knees here.